Hi everyone, my name is Junon Macéus. I'm an advanced meditator with more than 10,000 hours of meditation practice and the author of the books Truth and Empathy, How to Find Your Soulmate, and Theta-Waves Meditation. And I'll put a link to my books below. This video asks the question, how long you probably going to live? Most people may look at the life expectancy of their country and say that most likely they're going to reach that age. For example, here in Canada, most Canadians can expect to live up to like 83 years old. And obviously, by the time you pass away at 83, you might have at least 5 or 10 years where your health is declining. So most deaths here in Canada are linked to chronic illnesses, for example, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. So in other words, we know how most people are going to pass away. And interesting enough is that when you look at chronic illnesses, it's very much linked to the health of a person's mitochondria. And for a person to maximize their life expectancy, they have to have healthy mitochondria. Mitochondria are organelles in the cell that produce the energy currency called ATP. ATP is used by all the cells in the body to function. So the moment that a person's mitochondria no longer works, the person dies. So what can we do to keep our mitochondria at their optimal? It has to do with two factors: oxygenation and proper nutrition. And interesting enough is that proper oxygenation is more important than nutrition, because we can live a few days without water, a few weeks, even a few months without food, but we can only live for a few minutes without oxygen. And interesting enough, if let's say you go a bit deeper, you realize that most people, especially in the Western world, hyperventilate through the mouth. So in other words, they're not getting proper oxygenation. So one of the best ways to predict how long a person is going to live has to do with their resting breathing rate. People who breathe 12 times a minute or less tend to live longer because of the Bohr effect. And I've mentioned that in my other videos. The Bohr effect essentially says that when a person takes slow light breaths through the nose, it means that they have more carbon dioxide in their tissue, and carbon dioxide is the cue that tells the red blood cell to deliver more oxygen to the tissue. So in other words, the person is better oxygenated. And one aspect that actually can tell you just by looking at a person's face to know if they are properly oxygenated is if they have a well-developed jaw. So a person who's a nose breather, so who breathes less, at very least less than 16 times a minute, will put their tongue on the roof of their mouth, and the tongue shapes the upper jaw, and when their second set of teeth grow, they grow straight. So if you see someone with 32 straight teeth, you know that for sure they are a nose breather. Now, another clue can tell you if a person is properly oxygenated has to do with if the person ever had a mental illness. The reason being is that the human brain is the most metabolically active organ in the body. So the first organ to be affected by lower production of ATP is the brain. So how do you maximize your life expectancy and quality? First, get informed. I would strongly suggest you to read the book Breath, the New Science by Lost Art by the science journalist James Nestor, and the book The Oxygen Advantage by world-renowned breathing trainer Patrick McEwen, as well as the book Brain Energy by Harvard psychiatrist Christopher Palmer, because they really sort of like detail how the metabolic health of a person is very much linked to their mental health and their longevity. Also, you can sign up for my new pre-recorded online course titled Meditation and Health, in which within an hour I combine so many ideas that can help you maximize your oxygenation and nutrition. So what I'm going to do is put a link below so you can actually sign up for that course. It is $150. You can easily do it within 2 weeks, but it gives you like a month to actually complete it. And I'm going to add the first 5 minutes of that course at the end of this video, so you can get a taste of what you're going to receive if you decide to complete it. So in other words, we can predict the life expectancy of most people, except in cases of an accident, based on their lifestyle. A person will live as long as their mitochondria function, and mitochondria need oxygen and nutrients to function. So people really need to pay attention to these two factors, but most importantly, oxygen, because we can live again for a few days without water, a few weeks, even a few months without food, but we can only survive a few minutes without oxygen. That's why I would invite you to again read the books that I've recommended, but also sign up for my course, and I'm going to put again a link below so you can explore these two aspects and how you can actually correct your resting breathing rate so that you're properly oxygenated and maximize the length and quality of your life. So let me know what you think about the content of this video by commenting below. If you like this video, if you learned something, please click on the like button, and I'm going to put again a link to my online course if you want to try it. There's going to be the first 5 minutes of the course that's going to follow this one, so you can get a taste of what you would get if you signed up. And click on the notification bell to be notified of other videos I'm going to be making. Subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon. Hi everyone, my name is Junon Macéus, and welcome to Meditation and Health. It is a Theta-Waves Meditation course. The entire course will be about an hour long, and the first part will focus on breathing and the second part on nutrition and their relationship to mental health. So the first week we will have the course outline, then we will explore breathing anatomy and physiology, then go to mitochondria and cell oxygenation, then explore nasal breathing and how it's linked to jaw development, and we will finish with resting breathing rate and overall health, as well as the impact of meditation on mental health. The second week will be about real food versus ultra-processed food. Then we'll explore the nervous system degree of food processing, then move on to mitochondria and cell nourishment. Then we'll explore the impact of nutrition on mental health. Then we'll finish with some nutrition guidelines and book recommendations. The goal of this meditations course is for you to gain as much practical, effective information in the shortest period of time. So how the course is scheduled is that I would recommend for you to do a 20-minute meditation followed by 30 minutes of the theory. So students will have access to the Theta-Waves meditation videos for about a month. So the way these meditation videos are designed is that they have a theta brainwave frequency embedded. And so when people watch these videos, their brainwaves automatically slow down so you can experience a deep meditative state on your first attempt. So the total time commitment is 2 weeks, so times an hour, so a total of 2 hours, and the entire course is pre-recorded and needs to be completed within a month. The reason being is that most people, when they don't have a deadline, just drag this on. So in other words, if you want to reach your goal of improving your overall health and most specifically your mental health, you need to have a deadline so that people can actually finish it on time. The course content is so there's one class about 30 minutes on the impact of breathing on mental health, and there's a second class again about 30 minutes on the impact of nutrition on mental health. Then you will receive class notes by email so that you don't have to write everything down. So in other words, you can focus on the course and you know that the major concepts that you need to retain will be emailed to you. I recommend that you watch short videos before each class because it will give you some visuals, audio, and it will make you more familiar with the unusual ideas and concepts that are going to be presented in this course. And the list of these videos are going to be included in the class notes. And also, if you can measure your vital signs before and after meditating, because it will give you some objective data to determine when you're calm versus when you're stressed. You might be wondering, who is your meditation teacher? My name is Junon Macéus. I have a nutrition and human kinetics background. I've completed a dental assistant certificate as well as a postgraduate certificate in clinical trial research. I've authored 3 books. One of them is titled Theta-Waves Meditation. I'm an advanced meditator with more than 10,000 hours of meditation practice, and I've created the Theta-Waves meditation technique. I've worked as a health coach, health educator, and recently I've taught the Theta-Waves meditation course over a period of 3 months to the Black mental health Canada clients. And based on that, I decided to create a shorter version of that course. Now, I got some testimonials from some of my students. For example, Kim Okoma, she said that this experience has been amazing. I learned so much. The content was wonderful. Thank you for the time and commitment you put into the weekly presentations and this group. There's another lady, one of my students, again, she said something really positive. Her name is Emily Andre Jabouin, and she said that as a dance artist and someone who has been suffering from anxiety for a long period of time, this course was such a gift. The simple lesson of making sure that I always breathe through the nose is life-changing. And actually, I've been teaching this meditation technique for more than 2 years, but I decided, again, the past 3 months to really create a course, and now I'm creating this pre-recorded course so that it's more people can have the opportunity to learn these concepts.